Hello and welcome back to BFH Gaming. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use Roblox Studio for noobs. So yeah, when you open up Roblox Studio, you'll either be logged in or not, I think. So what you need to do then is log into your account, and then what you do once you're logged in is you'll see all of these things. So what I'm going to do is actually make a new game. I'm going to do a base plate because that's the simplest one. So then it'll say loading place, please wait. And yeah, so here we are in the base plate. So here are the controls to move around. You use the right click and move your mouse to move the camera. And then you use W, A, S and D to move your actual camera. And the right click is for rotating. And you'll see that as you move, it actually speeds up, so I guess that's useful for going long distances. And you can also scroll in to go like really fast. And then if you want to go slower, you hold shift and then you go really slow, and that's for like doing small things, I guess. I don't really use it that much though. And then you can also use E to go up and Q to go down, but I don't really use that either. And also you might be wondering how you get dark theme. To do that you go to File, then Studio Settings, and then if you see over here in the studio bit, I think, yeah, you go on theme and then you can choose what theme you have. So you can do light, which doesn't look that good, and then you can have dark, which is much better. So yeah, okay, so to actually make stuff, what you need to do is press the part button right here. So what that does, it just makes a block like this. So then what you can do with this block is you have 4 tools up here which are quite commonly used. So there's the select, which you just use to click on individual objects in the game, and then you can do move, which moves it. You can also do scale, which changes the size of your block, and then rotate, where you can rotate your block as well. So yeah, you can make some simple stuff with this. So I could kind of make a square thing, but yeah. There are also other shapes you can do. So if you press that arrow under there, you can choose a sphere, a wedge, and a cylinder as well. And then if you go in the game and press play, and you'll see that the ones that are meant to roll around, they do roll around because we haven't anchored them. You can also just stand on top of them and yeah, and do that. And then the cylinder's rolling all the way over there. Oof. So yeah, if you don't want them to roll around, then you either press anchor up here, or you press Alt and A, which is something I use very often because it's so annoying when I forget to anchor stuff. Like I build a really big thing and then it all falls apart because I forgot to anchor it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the basic parts to make a house thing. Also, if you want to make the moving a bit more precise, because mine is, I think it's less than the default. I think the default's 1, which moves it exactly 1 stud each time you move it. So it snaps it to a grid. But you can also turn that off, which I don't really like because it means that everything like isn't aligned correctly. But it does mean you can build quite intricate stuff, I guess, but that's not really what I do. So yeah, I usually keep that on, so I'm gonna have it as 1 for building this house. And you can also, while you're dragging it like this, you can press R to rotate it 90 degrees, or you can press T to turn it 90 degrees. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is use the scale tool to make it a bit longer, and also a bit thinner as well. And I need to make sure I've anchored it so that it doesn't fall apart. I'm gonna do this, and also you can, if you don't want to press the part button again, you can actually duplicate parts by right clicking and pressing duplicate, or doing Control and D, and then you can just scale it, and there is another block there. So yeah, I'm just gonna duplicate these a bit. So I've got the 4 walls of the house, and you can also hold shift and click another part to select another one too. And I'm going to duplicate these both at the same time, and then just rotate them round so they're like this. And then let's make a roof. So there is a special kind of part if we want a kind of pyramid roof. So you can't actually get this with the 4 normal ones. To get this, you need to right click wherever you want it to be. You need to do insert object and then scroll down, or you could just search it, 'cause that's easier. Corner wedge part. So it isn't really used much, but yeah, I sometimes use it for things. And yeah, I'm just gonna make one here. There, so it doesn't really look that good, which is because I kind of rushed through it, but yeah, that's my house. And yeah, it still has some gaps at the side because I didn't bother finishing doing that bit, so I'll just do that now. Yeah, so you've made a house, but it doesn't look like a house. The shape's okay, but yeah, it's just grey and yeah, it looks horrible. So yeah, you can change the outside material and colour by doing this. You click material, then you can choose which material you can have it as. So there's a few here, and you can also do custom textures, which I might do in a tutorial maybe at some point, not sure. Yeah, but you can have these as anything. I'm gonna have concrete, and you can also change the colour, so I'm gonna do orange, which looks awful. And then yeah, it saves those, so you can just click them to change it of another part as well. So I'm just gonna go around doing that as well. So that's what it looks like on the outside at the moment. It looks awful. And now this tiny bit, I'll have that as concrete as well. And then the kind of flat roof bit, I'm gonna have that as diamond plate and red. And then the floor, fabric and light green. And this bit, foil and blue. And then we also need to do the roof. So I'll select all 4 of these and change it to pebble and yellow. Yeah, so that looks like a very good house, and it would win the Bloxy award for the best house game on Roblox. Yeah, so that's probably it for this tutorial. We've made a house that sort of looks like a house. So yeah, we need to test how that actually works first. Because if it doesn't work as a house, then that's not good. And yeah, I think it does. We can walk around in it, and can we jump on top? Oof, we can't. Oh, maybe, yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.